Good afternoon and happy Thanksgiving from the Missoula, Montana Forecast Office. Getting started. Low impacts for today. Northwest Montana, we have those dissipating winds and then snow for southwest Montana. It's probably over in Lemhi County, but it could keep going for a couple of hours at the passes for southwest Montana. And then Friday, low impacts for snow in west central Montana and north central Idaho. And then moderate for snow again for southwest Montana and Lemhi County. Pretty similar today. The closer you are to the divide, the higher the impacts. And then long term, Sunday night into Monday, we're looking at moderate impacts. Our highest confidence is for pass level for north central Idaho, west central Montana, and Lemhi County. But north central Idaho could see some impacts even down into the valley. And we'll talk about that in a few minutes. The summary, we have those dissipating winds in northwest Montana. It's still snowing and blowing snow along the Continental Divide for today. And then Friday into Saturday, we're going to have a period of snow, mainly for southwest Montana and central Idaho, but virtually everyone is going to see some light snow to flurries. And let's look at that timing. So by 6 a.m. tomorrow, we're thinking southern Lemhi County will start to see some light snow there. Moving a little bit further, all of Lemhi County, Lost Trail, and parts of southwest Montana, and certainly the Continental Divide will start to see the light snow. By 11, the Bitterroot, parts of central Idaho, and even more of the Continental Divide. And then by 1, I think we're going to be saying for Missoula. Now initially we're going to be downsloped. It's easterly flow aloft that causes downsloping here, but I believe from noon to 1 we could see a short period of snow here. Still central Idaho going, Lolo Pass, and the Continental Divide is going to be similar to today. It's going to be a mess for most of Friday. By afternoon, the Camas Prairie, central Idaho, we have northerly flow here. So it's going to cause that upslope snow. So you're going to see a couple of inches impacting the late afternoon. And Mission Valley, starting to get into Sealy Valley, and still southwest Montana and along the divide. And then by late afternoon, it's still going northerly upslope flow here. For the Bitterroot, even though it's still showing it here and along I-90 East, I think unless you're close to Lookout Pass, it's going to be pretty much over. By late night, pretty much our entire area is down to maybe a couple of flurries, but even though it's not showing it, it's still going to be going along the Continental Divide, and this could continue into the mid-morning. Quite possibly all the way to noon for those locations like McDonald Pass and Homestake. Let's take a look at those snow totals. For McDonald Pass, we're looking at 5 to 8 inches. It's cold out there. It's going to be low density. It's going to be blowing across the road, but I do expect the road to become snow covered for quite a few hours for McDonald Pass and Homestake Pass. But you're going to see the blowing snow, which is going to just make things worse. Southern Lemhi County and southwest Montana, 1 to 3 inches generally. Then as you get further north and west, it's going to be less. For the southern Bitterroot, a couple of inches. For Camas Prairie and central Idaho, once again, 1 to 3 inches. And then in upslope directions, for this easterly push, maybe an inch or 2 up here, but generally it's just going to be some light snow to flurries for those areas. So in the long term, we're talking about Sunday night into Monday. We have this trough here that'll be to our west. It's going to quickly push through, but here's what we need to be watching. We have this moist southwest flow Sunday evening. So it's going to quickly push through our area. And my highest confidence is for Lookout Pass, Lolo, and Lost Trail to see some implications. But for central Idaho, this is a good pattern for even the valleys to see a couple of inches. Tune in on December 1st when we have our update brief, and it'll probably be better details for what's going to happen on this. Long term, 6 to 10 days, we're going to be above normal temperatures just slightly above normal precipitation for the same period. Back to our threat matrix, low impacts Friday afternoon into evening for north central Idaho and west central Montana, and then moderate impacts for southwest Montana and Lemhi County. The closer you are to the divide, the higher those impacts are going to be, and the longer duration those impacts will be. And then Sunday night into Monday early morning, our highest confidence is at pass level for north central Idaho, west central Montana, and Lemhi County. But remember, in north central Idaho, this flow pattern is conducive to light snow everywhere. Well, thank you for tuning in. Once again, have a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you again on Sunday the 1st.